This is Dr. Sandy Bell, your Sacramento Chiropractor, and I'm here with Justin Riley today. Me and Justin and I have been working together for a long time. He's the owner of Keela Fitness, and I really like what they do because they really focus on function and the way that people are moving when they exercise. So generally, if I see anybody coming from over there, we're able to get them back to the gym pretty quick because Justin does such a good job of teaching them how to do the exercises, and he's been getting adjustments for a while to keep himself maintained and going. So, why do you get adjusted?
I'm a big believer in chiropractic care and just all kinds of manual deep tissue therapy in general. Things come up, or we have bad posture, we have movement dysfunctions, things get sore and angry, they can take you out of commission. I tend to do this as more of a preventative maintenance, so the more I come in here and keep things lined up and get those little knots and kinks worked out before they turn into big problems, it just keeps me healthy, keeps me, performing the way that I like to. So
good. And we'll definitely post at the bottom of this video a link to his gym, and if any of you guys are looking to get in great shape and get moving better, Justin knows how to do that with you guys. So we'll take him through. We're going to adjust the full body, and I'll explain a little bit about what I'm doing as we go through here. But Justin, we've been working full spine and then a little bit on his knees, been having a little bit of knee trouble. So go ahead and lay on your stomach, Justin. Let's take a look at what's going on. So what I like to do with Justin when he comes in is we'll just take, I already know he's coming in relatively pain-free except for a little bit of trouble in his knee. So I'm just going to take a look starting with his neck. He's a little tight on the right side. You were saying your right trap was it your right trap that was tight? Yeah. So he's a little tight on the right side of the neck here, and sometimes he gets kind of locked up here in this area. He's usually a little stiff in his mid-back, although feeling pretty good today. And then low back we usually adjust to maintain. He's doing pretty good. Hey Justin, take this leg, so we're going to just look at his sacrum to see if it's tilted to one side or the other. Keep this leg straight and just reach it up as high as you can. And then go ahead and drop that down, and then do the same thing on the other side. Does it feel a little harder on the left side?
yeah, yep.
It's the left knee that's giving you trouble too, right? So with knees, I always like to check pelvis because if there's asymmetries in the pelvis or hips, it can actually affect what's going on in the knee. So that's a pretty important thing to look at. And we'll also take a look at his leg length. And Dr. Felix, if you want to you can see that right leg's actually pretty short there. So you can see about a ½ inch or so. Your low back hasn't been giving you any trouble though, has it?
No.
So what we'll do is take this foot and cross it over this one. I think other way. I think we did this for the first time on you last time. So what you do is set the tension on the table, and I'm going to go straight P to A with a little bit of a twist. P to A means posterior to anterior, so from his back to his front, just to get that sacrum back in good alignment. Get this, see if that even this feet up at all. Yeah, it's much more even. If you take a look at that, it looks a lot better. But we're also going to get, he wasn't extending too well, which may be a compensation for what he was doing with his knee, or maybe a compensation for the problem he was having in his knee. You alright with that, Justin?
Yep.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good there. We'll recheck that in a sec. And then with Justin, he always he does a lot of overhead work, so anybody who's a CrossFitter that needs to do any exercises overhead, you really need to have good thoracic spine mobility. And I gotta admit, I learned a lot of that from this guy right here. When I was doing CrossFit with him, he really taught me about how important it was to keep the mid-back mobilized when I'm exercising. And again, that's a good thing with Justin's gym, is they'll find weaknesses in people's ability to lift and they'll work on those and they'll make them do mobility work before they do a bunch of Olympic lifting or overhead work. Alright, so just relax your head as much as possible, Justin. Let it go. We're gonna just do an adjustment here on T1. Wow, you were locked up there, dude.
That was the one.
Yeah. It's not as bad. There's really nothing going on that side. All right, let's just take a look at how your legs are moving again. So, can you raise this right leg again? Good, and then come on back down, and then do the left. Good. How's that feel? Is that feeling easier?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Can you scoot down just a little bit, Justin? Yeah, there's definitely some restriction in that sacroiliac joint on this side. Which I had to adjust the tension on the table, and it was a little too tight there. His low back's typically doing pretty well. Okay, lay on this side. Justin's got big old muscles, so I have to really get a good leverage on his low back adjustments. Drop this knee a little bit, Justin. It's not too bad today. Not a whole lot going on in there. Little tiny bit of adjustment. Go ahead and lay on your back. And then what we're going to do here is go ahead and reach up top, grab onto the top of the table there. So I'm going to give Justin a knee adjustment. And tell me, I know you're dealing with some meniscus problems in here, so let me know if this hurts at all while I'm doing it, okay? Yep. Is there any pain with that? There's definitely some clicking in there. So another thing we do in our clinic is we do active release. So what can happen is soft tissues can get hung up in joints, between muscles, between muscle and fascia. And it feels to me, you said you've had a history of ACL and meniscus problems, right? So it feels to me in here like Justin's got his meniscus is sticking a little bit on the medial side here, or the inside. How you doing with that?
Good.
Any pain with that at all? No. Yeah, your knee's got definitely some wear and tear in it, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
There we go. Took a little bit of doing to get that thing to move. Now we already adjusted his cervicothoracic junction, so I'm not expecting. Actually, his neck feels fine. So we don't do adjustments if they don't need them. This side might need a little bit. Just try to let that go as much as possible. Just a little bit there, not much. Good. does it feel? Get up and see if you can move. Nice. Awesome. That was